Funny thing happened Friday night. I went to Packy's, as I do.
Okay.
As I do.
Right.
You know, me and the softball boys.
Yeah.
Went over to Packy's. One of their wives' birthdays. And it's always weird when like you meet somebody's significant others for the first time. You never know, like, you know, you kind of put on your best face. You know,
like
you're
I'm not going to encourage him to cheat on you.
Yeah, hey, how
Hello,
are you? Hey, pleasure to meet you, you know?
I love the sanctity of marriage.
100%. And then even better, when they turn up all the way and get you to turn up. This ended up being an absolute blast. These people, of course, they're from Jersey.
I am not following this story, though.
Well, I'm kind of bouncing all over the place. So this is the weirdest thing. I'm gonna bring this thing all together. I'm gonna bring it all together. So I've clearly been working out because this happened in a way that like it was out of a movie. He's like, "Wow, you're bigger than I thought you'd be," and I'm like, "You're bigger than I thought you'd be," and he's like,
You guys holding each other.
That's kind of like what she was saying. And then I was like, is this guy stepping to me? And he's like, well, I'm a fan though. And I'm like, I'm a fan of yours. And then he's like, but we should wrestle. I was like, we should totally wrestle. He's like, but I gotta let you know, like, I'm a brown belt. I'm like, I've never done jiu-jitsu a day in my life, so you'll probably be really like a lot better than me. So just take it easy on me.
You weren't gonna say that jiu-jitsu doesn't work on me?
And when I'm on top of him, you know, in a kimono, you know, then I'm definitely gonna be like, jiu-jitsu don't work. You like whisper it gently in his ear. Jiu-jitsu don't work on me. But as soon as that happened, I was like, well, that was weird. And then this guy, who's friends with our trainers at Barwis, comes up to me, big old country white guy, slaps me hard on the shoulder. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And he goes, how about you and I arm wrestle? Okay, challenge accepted. Let's do it.
What's going on here?
We cleared the table, and he's like, well, but it was like an 80s bad guy movie. Like I felt like I was in Hot Tub Time Machine. Where he's like, all right, but
everyone's kind of trying the big guy.
He's like, losers got to leave. I'm like, or buy a round. Like he's like, all right, well, I drink. I was like, doesn't matter, friend. Doesn't matter what you drink. Oh, okay. All right. We go 3 times. I beat him 3 times. He's apoplectic the rest of the night. He's telling everybody that listen, I've never lost before. I've never lost. This never happens. He must have cheated. I'm like, friend, I'm 80 pounds heavier than you. What did you think? He's like, I always do this. I walk up to the biggest guy in the bar. I was like, you need to find a better way to spend your Friday night.
Yeah, you need to do some jiu-jitsu.
Maybe go up to the hottest chick in the bar. And, you know,
yeah, right.
Why are you going up to the biggest guy in every bar?
Yeah, it's kind of gay.
Yeah, and the funny thing is,
I want to hold hands with him.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, the people who know you and know me through you encouraged him to do it. And I'm like, why would you do this?
So wait, were my boys there? And also, this segment of Gerard bragging was brought to you by.
It is bragging, but it was more about it being.
One guy wanted to wrestle. I wrestled him. I was on top of him. Did you guys wrestle?
We didn't. No,
didn't
tomorrow
wrestle?
we're supposed to do it tomorrow. But I got to tell you,
scheduled a wrestling match.
Yeah, he's got mats in his place.
Who is this?
I'm not gonna say.
Ugh.
I like the guy though. I only wrestle people I like. You know? Yeah, because you can't really, because then it turns into a fight.
You're gonna turn up.
Then it turns into a fight, you know, and you know, I'll tell you what though.
See, well, it
was really weird. It was a weird night.
Town and everyone's coming at the boy.
I tell you what.
Everyone's coming at you, man.
I missed. I did. I didn't.
Felt like you were weak without.
I didn't have the nuclear deterrent.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's like, you know, it was like, you know, when you know. I don't know. I was trying to do something with the southern border there, but my brain's not working properly. But yeah, you're not my border patrol. No, it was not. Everybody was coming at the kid. They were coming for him.
Isn't it funny when people are like, "You're bigger than I thought you'd be"? Like I don't know how they picture me. When we were in Vegas with Christos, I had like 10 people came up to be like, "All right, you're Mickey Gall, right?"
Yeah.
And then every single one, like on cue, were just like, "You're a lot bigger than I thought you'd be." Like,
That's the very
It's
first.
the thickness.
It's the what? Huh?
He's thicker than I
no,
thought
but
he
I
would
think
be.
I'm taller too.
They're
I think it's everything.
taller too, but
Was he thicker
than I thought,
you
he would be.
he'd be?
Yeah.
Longer too, or girthier?
Harder.
All of it.
Softer?
Not that.
Yeah, not that one. Not that one. But I mean, that was my first impression of you. I've told you that. I was like, man, you're a lot bigger than I thought you'd be.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm huge. Flick to the other view. Not just me, dude. The both of us over here.
Mm-hmm.
We're fucking huge. Normal people are like this big.
Christian, come over here so people can see what a normal human being looks
Yeah, but
like.
except for the poor audience members listening. That's a normal guy. That's Christian. He's handsome though.
He is a handsome bastard, though, isn't he?
Even
Yeah.
next to you guys, I'm.
Yeah.
Come here, give me a kiss.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I'll tell you what, though. The old ticker, not doing great. Not doing good.
Now, why can't we shout out the great people you're training with?
I'll shout out Tony.
I'll
I'll shout out Tony at Barwis. Tony's doing a good job.
That was a little tip of the hat.
And tip of the hat to Tony. Tip of the hat to Rob.
Yeah, we got to get those guys on soon,
Yeah,
man.
tip of the cap to both of those guys. I was rocking for almost an hour between 190 and 220 BPMs on the old ticker there.
Yeah.
That's a race car in the red.
Yeah.
It's more like
We gotta take care
it's
of
more
your-
like it's more like a tractor plow in the red.
Yeah. I think he's just getting pushed. It's just rolling,
This
brother.
is like pure sludge. I don't even think I have blood.
No, probably
It's
not.
just sludge.
It's like
it's just
it's like fondue. Chocolate and cheese just twirled. Just,
high fructose corn syrup with white blood cells sprinkled in.
yeah, just coursing slowly, ever so slowly coursing.
I have a
through your
phenomenal immune system, though, Christian. Phenomenal.
Oh, facts. That is
Phenomenal.
true. That is true.
Remarkable immune system. I mean, if
Yeah.
I'm going to brag, let's just brag. Like, my immune system, through the roof. Should have had AIDS multiple times by now.
Probably do.
You know, if I had AIDS and was still this fat, I'd be upset. I would be livid.